Although this isn't my first take. I know I sweat my butt off on the first one. And the only reason why I did this the second time is it was a 15-minute video. And I'm trying to save you some time this time. But it wouldn't be a fireside chat if we didn't have a fire. So let's get that thing going. Another reason why I got so hot. I don't know if you've seen Mr. Rogers. The guy's got some good swag. And he has some good conversations. By the fire. Full suits of hanging. Cheers to you guys in my first fireside chat live today. So, did you know someone's on my back? It's a pack. A pack that goes on your back. It looks like this. But what's in the backpack? Lots of things going on. And for us, it's a blue elephant with a hat. And blue is an important color, and elephants are important to our family, represents family. So that's why I carry him around sometimes. And the hat, well, it's a little fun. It's got batteries. But when you take the batteries out, it doesn't work at all. But we should put the batteries back in. And it's got life again. I'm really not gonna wear that like a thing. To think I'd wear that for the chat is crazy. But like Mr. Rogers, I'll put on my shoes and kind of explain to you why I think batteries are important. Because unlike toys, we have life. And we don't get to just turn it on when we want to turn it on. Unless that is, of course, we can leave it at the door every day and give 100% once we hit our shift. You have managers here that are going to push you, motivate you, and really challenge you to be a better person this month. Not just in life, but on the floor. It's a hospitality month. People are anxious, tired, annoyed, sometimes broke, maxing out credit cards, and just frustrated. And so it's a month where Yelp suffers, shoppers suffer. At the end of the day, we need you to come into work like you had a battery pack in you. You're ready to go, you're ready to hit the floor. And that's really gonna be the mantra of the month, is how to execute, willing to go like a Monday is like a Friday, a Saturday is like a Tuesday. Great adversity means you leave it at the door, and no matter if you're winning by 10 or losing by 10, you're playing the same tempo the entire game. You're going to give everything you got. So think about that with the batteries. Sometimes I'm dropping dots as well. I hope you're collecting them. So I'd like to get through this pretty quickly. Like I said, I want to make this one a lot shorter. Sales this month were about 10% down. I didn't want that to be a depression factor. October we ended up positive for the first time all year. We killed it on the Steins, killed it with the sliders. But at the end of the day, we also just closed November with 7 of the last 8 days in positive sales territory. So all of the last 7-8 days we were up in sales. So don't let the dip in November start to scare you a little bit. As you can tell, we have some momentum. Then we'll talk about guest experience. Yelp this month, we finished in 3rd place. We only had 4 5-star reviews. It's one of the lowest months we've had. Goes to back up what we've been talking about in pre-shift, as well as the start of this battery pack conversation, as well as Fred's point, like he said all year, November, December tends to be a slower time for both Yelps and shops, so we got to turn it on. We are trying to chase downtown and beat them in the 2nd overall for total number of 5-star reviews for being a company, for being a store that's only been open for 2 years. We are in 2nd place right now with the most amount of 5 stars in the history of our company. That's 4 5-star reviews ahead of downtown right now. So we got some pushing to do in December. TripAdvisor averaging a 5, which is great. And then we got shops. So, shops are pretty cool. So I got my friend Charlie here. Hello, Charlie. He's got some results for us, people. Charlie's here. And in the party bus, we got our shopper results. Bye, Charlie. He said Charlie. His name's Charlie. He did too much full suit. So with our results this month, leading the pack at ACL, we had Chris, Cody, and Elia at 101.42%. And they will get $100 cash to share between the 3 of them. I'm excited for the picture that they create because you guys have been challenging it every single month. Ryan Jones scored a 90.13, although his steps of service were phenomenal. His hospitality was through the roof. We missed some points on food and timing specifically, which will not result in $100 specifically given to Ryan Jones. But he has been delivering consistently, was able to do so last month. And more importantly, seems to be someone that's starting to get shot because some of you are like a magnet and attract him. Kind of like Daniel Bernard, who also finally got 100% shot on his ACL. So big ups to him. I know he's been battling it. I know we've been giving him a hard time, but it's great to get him $100. When it comes down to hospitality, we all saw Matt's hospitality come in at 83.87. Again, he's in the raffle for 100% because he controlled everything he possibly could. So he will go to the raffle along with Emily at 100% and Sarah and Chris in the bar with a 99.39, who again average 100% on their steps of service. So this month we missed a little bit of food, a little bit of timing, host on 2 shops, and manager on 2 shops. So there is some work to do. We talked about the servers really executing, but as a division, a whole team, we need to turn the corner. We want to give you this Christmas party. I can't convince you enough. We had our lowest shopper month of the year at 95.8%. That's our lowest month this year. But that's still a great job. I don't want to take that away from you. We have been averaging 97%. Would love to average that for the rest of the year. We can do that and get back on top. All we need to do is average 100% for this month, and you get everything you want. We get everything we want. It's a party, charade. Heck yeah. But every table's a shop. We've seen him in cocktail, Daniel Bernard. We've seen him in cocktail, Jeremy. We've seen him in cocktail, Jeremy. We've seen him on the patio, shopping the bar. Wasn't that Sarah like 6 months ago when they shopped the bar sitting on 502? These guys can be anywhere. So treat everyone the same. You go ahead and get $100 like the list we have here. So shoppers is done too. We have some learn, improve, and grow, and this is where I'll start firing quick just to catch us up on some speed. Cicerone codes, Gina, Tim, Megan, and Victoria, the last 4 to go. If they get their test done, we get 10 more codes. So if you're trying to put pressure on anyone and motivate them positively, let's get those 4 motivated to get it done so we get 10 more codes. All of our bartenders are done, managers are done, majority of our servers are done. Only people left are either people that have not been motivated to get it done or brand new hires. So let's go ahead and jump on board with them. Birthdays, why is this in Learn, Improve, and Grow? Well, Christopher Diaz, Alex, Daniel, and Tyler. Tyler's the big one there with the birthday. Why? He's turning 21, which is great. He can finally enjoy the benefits of working for a beer company. Which reminds me, I'm due for some more beer real quick. And also because he's 21, not only does he get to enjoy beer, but he's been doing a great job as a busser. I think it's a great time to get him cross-trained into serving. So excited to see you grow there. Gotta put my coaster down. And then, you know, there were some talks about what would be next in our lives. I talked to you guys a little bit about how I would not want to, or how I was passionate about opening restaurants, and some of you were concerned about how fast I'd be here and our longevity. I am not in a position to open Anaheim. I will be staying here in Temecula and calling it home. That will open the door for some other managers to leave if they wish. So Christina Galvin has some interest in opening restaurants. Christina Strange has a lot of interest in being promoted into a GM. As you guys have known, she's prepared her butt off for that. So with both those potential moves, not necessarily as any, definitely nothing's been set, nothing's been said or promised or anything like that. But with those potential outlooks, we're bringing in a guy named Lee on Friday to be our training as an AGM. He was the general manager of Phil's Barbecue in San Marcos. He had a great relationship with Michaela. Ooh, too much beer. Treated her very well. It was very nice every time I went to meet with, speak with him at the restaurant. And he had a great reputation with his staff. And you guys know as well as I do that anyone that's got a great reputation with their staff is going to be a great cultural fit for Carl Strauss. So last thing about Lee was he starts on Friday with us. Great guy. But it's a good time to get back to basics. It's to show him how we do things in Temecula, how we do them at Carl Strauss. It kind of reminds us of the times where we're starting to cut corners, getting a little lazy, and should be doing things right. So take advantage of that and doing it right. It's also a great time to vote for Employee of the Month. If you didn't see Autumn's message, Megan, Brittany, Jared, and Albert, you get to pick one of those 4. Speaking of Megan, she put together a Secret Santa. Today's the last day, so send her your information on hot schedules if you didn't get that message. For holidays, just know that we're doing a gift card contest. We want to win. For us in first place right now. Don't go for the $100 banger. Start small, $15 at a time, $10 at a time, and don't wait till the end of the meal. They're at $80 in, $70 invested. Let's get some ideas out there sooner. Let's plant some seeds, do a growler, $10 fill, that kind of stuff. Start small, but let's go after it. Don't make it look like a gift card contest, and don't communicate that to guests. Don't get aggressive, but have fun and let's drive some sales. This is all about building sales for late December, January. Last year we had tons, almost 80% of our gift cards redeemed in the month of January. Talk about sales building. Softball tournament company-wise coming in February. We're going to do tryout on March on Monday, December 14th at 2 p.m. I'll let you know where, but if you're interested in the softball, save the date now. Monday, December 14th at 2 p.m. We'll get you the place. The last and final thing, which is why I went really fast, is safety. Fred had a great quote. Protect your hands. You need them to pick up your paycheck. You guys know I'm a safety champion for the restaurant division. You know that we've been talking about cut gloves. Another restaurant went down this last week without wearing a cut glove. So get out there and be safe. I'm gonna take my last beer and enjoy it. I'm also gonna pick up my book here. I'm on chapter chapter 22. So I'm gonna read that today. I hope you picked up enough dots. Danny might be proud if you put them all together, and we'll see you at work. Cheers.